शंकराचार्यम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। उकारो अंधकारो वैरुकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अंधकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते संप्राप्ते सन्निहित काले नहि नहि रक्षति दुःकृङ्करणे। Just I will read the shloka number 14, then we will enter into the 15th shloka, which we have to see today. First, I will read the 14th shloka. Jetilo munti lunchita keshaha kashayambara bahukrita veshaha पश्यन्नपि च न पश्यति मूढः क्षुधरनिमित्तं बहुकृतवेषमः. I will brief the meaning of this. First, I will close the door. If not, somebody will come. Let me. So, there is no external marks or external characteristics for a sadhu to recognize. This is the intention of this verse. One intention. The another intention of this verse is one cannot enter into a lifestyle which is being presented by a wrong personality. That's why the last line of the verse says, lot of people has taken to this pursuit and they are not traditionally well trained by the gurus, or they didn't get the idea what is told by Vedanta. Still they will be in this lineage just for the sake of filling the belly, just for the food. I must say, in every field in this world, we will have the genuine people in one side and we will also have the fake people in the other side. Not only in the spirituality or spiritual world, in every field, if really you come to know, your life will make you understand few genuine things are there, a lot of fake things are there in this world, in the same field. So one should commit their spiritual life under a proper guru. And I already told in the last class, I mentioned you need to listen a person in order to know whether the person has idea what is told in Vedanta or in the Vedas or in the Smritis or Shruti, You need to listen the person. External appearance will not give any kind of indication whether the person is informed or not. Whether the person's hairstyle, whether the person's dress code, whether the person's body style, nothing will be an indicator that a person is informed or not. You need to listen. Really speaking, real sadhus, I mean the real traditional teachers, will be devoid of all kinds of material things, especially from food and other things also in their life. They are not interested in anything, or they cannot be attracted. Anything in the any worldly thing is not a subject for attraction for them. So they will be very simple in behavior. Most of the personalities who are very simple get humiliated in an easy manner in this empirical world, because people used to avoid them. Oh, he's a simple person. He just live a life. We don't know how much they have inside. You know. So one need to listen to the person's teachings, how much they are equipped with this Vedantic vision. One need to listen to that person. No other choice to understand really a person is a sadhu or a well-informed personality. This is the only suggestion I can say from my experience in order to understand whether he's a traditional teacher or not. And also, when they unfold this Vedantic vision, it will be more easier. It will be more easy to listen for the listener. They bring all kinds of examples according to the listener's attitude, and they make them understand. And there is only one goal for this traditional teacher. By listening to this teaching, which are from my mind, what I have studied, this listener should cross over the Janana Marana Samsara. He should get freed from the life and death circle, This is the only goal of the traditional teacher. No other goal for the traditional teacher. Then only this knowledge will work also. So they will be more and more sincere in teaching this Vedantic vision. So for that, one need to listen this Vedantic teacher at least for 5 or 10 minutes or 1 or 2 classes. Then only you will understand whether this person is teaching in a traditional way or just he is surviving with his disciples. Some teachings he gives by his own words, and these disciples will take into that, and he survives and disciples also survive. So only way is to realize the only way to realize that person is genuine or not is only to listen to the person. This is the intention of this text. Now we will go to the next shloka. Shloka number 15. Angam galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jadam tundam vruddho yadi grihitva dandam tatabina munjatyasha pindam. Once more I will read. Angam galitam palitam mundam dashana vihinam jatam tuntam vruddho yadi grihitva dandam tatapina munjatyasha pindam bhaja govindam bhaja govindam govindam bhaja modamale. Before entering to this meaning of this shloka, I will give some basic knowledge regarding this shloka and the connection between the previous shloka. The previous shloka mentioned how to choose a traditional teacher. How one can identify or recognize a traditional teacher. And this shloka is addressing one's own limitations, which one needs to clear before entering into the pursuit of Vedanta. One should address one's own limitations and defects before entering into the Vedanta or before going under a guru in order for the teaching. What are the limitations? How I can address the limitation? This is being pointed out through other two verses. First, Shankara is addressing a total discrimination and a total dispassion will only help the person to receive the knowledge as it is from a traditional teacher. Partial discrimination will not help. Partial dispassion will also not help. You need a complete dispassion. Suppose if you don't have this dispassion towards the world, still I am interested to know the truth behind the body or truth behind the creation. And I am under a traditional teacher with all my limitations. I didn't work up to this now to give up my notions and desires. How I can improve myself? How I can bring a dispassion in my life more and more? This is being told by two other verses from here onwards. The whole life, if we don't know the goal, we will be behind one after another. Right from the childhood. When the goal is not clear, when I am not informed what is to be taken in this life as a priority, if I am not informed, my mind will get scattered into different things in search of security and happiness. Each and every action will be directly connected whether I should get happiness or whether I should get secured in my life. For security and happiness, I deal with the different things in this world. And really speaking, you cannot be completely secure from the standpoint of body, because body is subject to different types of afflictions in the day-to-day life. You cannot be completely secured by the body with anything you acquire in your life. The things which you acquire will not guarantee your security in your life. They can give a certain amount of satisfaction, psychological satisfaction, that if I have money in my account, some diseases comes in my life, I can go to the doctor. That's all. Up to this, you are okay. Now, doctor can cure my disease or not, it is in the hands of God. I am secured with my money which is in my account, but I am not completely sure that whether this disease can be cured or not. It's in the hands of God. So, in this world, nothing is going to give me the security, whether my husband or whether my wife, whether my children, whether my money, whether my ornaments, nothing is a guarantee from the standpoint of my body. People get met with the plane accidents, even though they are the richest people in the world. They get killed in a plane accident. People get afflicted one of the most serious diseases, even though they are multi-millionaires. People get pain from different angles in this world, even though they are secured with the money, they are secured with their basic needs, still they are subject to affliction, as we know from our common sense. Still, the human mind will be behind lots and lots of things. Even though this is the truth, nothing is going to give me that permanent satisfaction in my life. Happiness is also same like this. No external objects guarantee you that I will make you happy at each and every moment. No external object will guarantee you. This is the truth. Anything you can imagine that it will make me happy in my life, and you can collect it. But really speaking, external objects are the source of pain and sorrow. In the Vedantic vision also, in the vision of Lord Krishna also. Of course, Bhagavad Gita has the same status of Upanishads because it is the teaching of Lord directly giving to Arjuna. So Vedanta itself is in the form of Bhagavad Gita. What I want to convey you is, any external object is a source of affliction or sorrow or pain. Arambe amritam iva. When you start to connect or get contact with a sense object, you feel the total happiness from that thing. Arambe amritam iva. You feel completely happiness, whether with your partner, whether with your car, whether with your TV, whether with the food, anything. It seems to be making you happy. But really, after day by day, it will be pariname visham iva bhavati. Bhagavad Gita says. Day by day, you will realize that it is just a poison for my life. Anything, you can take anything in the world. Something which is a subject for your happiness, in the vision of Lord Krishna or in the vision of Vedanta, it is just a poison. It is just draining your energy. It is just weakening your senses. It is just making you more and more depression and frustration. Anything. It seems to be happy. It seems to be wonderful for a length of time. After that, without having an employment of senses, you cannot enjoy the thing. More you employ the senses for the enjoyment of the thing, more your senses will get weaker. We know that it's a common sense idea. More you look into the mobile, the more the eyes are weaker. More you taste the sweet or whatever it may be, the more the internal organs and the tongue get weaker. And Kathopanishad says that Paranchikani Vitarnat Swayam Bhuhu Parang Pashyadi Namdaratma. The five senses which are arranged in the manner to look outside things, so that one will miss one's own real nature. And they will take you as a wrong horses with a wrong charioteer, if you are not informed. That is also being told by Kathopanishad. When the wrong horses are being connected to a wrong chariot and it is led by a wrong charioteer, we are in trouble. We call it addiction towards the world. Wrong senses, wrong charioteer, a uninformed mind, and the horses are running towards different things to enjoy. Because I have a world, I have money, and I have a body, I should enjoy this world again and again. This is called wrong horses led by a wrong chariot. Dushta Ashvaha. Kathopanishad used this word. A horses which are not well trained. That's why we do whatever we want and we say, we justify with one single word. I want freedom in my life. I have money. I have situation. Why should I bother about others? They are jealous of me. I can do anything what I want. I can smoke in the public place. I can drink in the public place. I can go to this person. I can go to that place. Anything. You do whatever you want because you are not cultured or you are not informed right from the childhood. And this freedom is not a real freedom. This freedom is due to the pressure inside the mind. I do what I want is a statement done by a pressured mind. A mind which is under pressure to do different things which are not to be done. Really speaking, a mind which has freedom is freedom from the pressures. I am free so that I don't have the pressure to do what is not to be done. When I see a wrong thing in this world, my mind says it is a wrong thing not to do. Suppose a mind is not informed, a mind will say, you do, because you have money, you have situations, you have senses. If you miss now, you will not get a chance anymore in your life, so you do that. And we enter into a disaster actually. So what is not to be done, we do in our life due to our inner pressure. We have certain pressures in our mind. We call them desires. Different types of desires are due to the different types of pressures. And the pressure is built up when you don't have any information regarding the truth. When you have a total information regarding the truth, the mind will give up all kinds of pressures. and you will be free not to do anything in the world. I am not interested to do what is not to be done. You are free from the inner pressure. Here in the shloka, it talks about the pressure of the person. Simply, when I give a direct meaning, this is the direct way to convey you. It is talking about the unwanted pressures of the person who want to fulfill in this external world, even at the age, even at the last ages, when they are older and older. Still, they don't want to give up their pressures in order to fulfill certain desires. Shankara wants to say about that. The more you get aged, the more you get matured. You should give up all kinds of desires which are not to be fulfilled because you see the ultimate truth in the life. When you know the ultimate truth, when you know something is more valuable, when you know something is more and more making me happy in my life without owning anything, you can give up anything. When you don't know that, then you will be behind the things which are smaller and smaller. Very interestingly, most of the people are unaware of their own intrinsic nature, which is the source of all kinds of permanent happiness. Whole world, if I can say, 1% of people can understand Vedanta and they are ready to listen. All 99% of the people are unaware of their natural, real nature, intrinsic nature, which is the source of all kind of permanent happiness without owning anything in this world. Material things are not needed to enjoy the permanent happiness. That is why our traditional teachers taught us to give up the material world. Tyage naige amrutatvam anashuhu. By giving up all kinds of external desires, by training the mind to see the higher thing in the world, not to train the mind controlling the senses or controlling the desires. Training the mind to see the higher thing in the world. When you see the higher thing in the world, you will lose the interest on the smaller things in the world. As long as you don't see the best thing, the biggest thing in the world, you will be sticking with the smaller things in the world. Once you see the biggest thing in the world, which is the source of permanent happiness, not temporary happiness, permanent happiness, anantam. When you see that bigger thing in this world, your mind is trained to see the biggest thing in the world, it will lose the interest in the smaller things in the life. If we don't train the mind to see the biggest thing in the world, the mind will be always running behind the small and small things. Even our body get aged, this running will be there inside. Oh, I didn't fulfill that. I didn't fulfill that. There is a very important word in Bhagavad Gita, ajaha. Ajoditya shashvatoyam puranaha na hanyamane sharire. Na hanyade hanyamane sharire. 21st shloka in the second chapter. What is meant by ajaha? That which is not subject to death and birth, which doesn't have any birth or any death. That is called ajaha. Na jayate iti ajaha. Never get into a birth is called ajar. This is my real nature. I never get into a birth or I didn't have any body up to this and I will not have body even after. Right now also I don't have any body. In the past also I didn't have any body because I am not subject to birth. And the present I don't have any body because I am ajaha and I will not have any body in the future also. This is called ajam. This is my real nature. After getting the body only, the responsibilities are being superimposed on that. Most of the people get heart attack due to their responsibilities. They are worried about their responsibilities always. Oh, my son didn't get married. I didn't make a proper family for my son. I didn't make proper things for my daughter. I didn't do that. It was my responsibility. Hey, you didn't get a birth. What is the point of talking about responsibility? You are Ajaha told by Bhagavad Gita, Kathopanishad and Mundaka. Responsibility is under the realm of duality. When you accept the superimposed body, as long as the body notion is existing, the responsibility is also there. Once you realize that I am not this body and I am only one and only Parabrahman, which is Satyam Jnanam Anantam, and I never have got any birth up to this, and body is just a mere notion of superimposition on this real nature. What is the point of responsibilities? So you may ask, so I should give up my family and I should give up my responsibilities? No. You have to think intelligently. As long as the body is there, the prarabdha karma will take away. It will take your body day by day. And you do sincerely whatever you can do for the others. You don't have the pressure. You do sincerely anything what you take in your hand. You don't have the pressure to do. For the son, for the daughter, for your wife, for your husband, anything you do without any pressure, I do properly, sincerely, with all kinds of trust. But I don't have the pressure. All my life, I am here to do seva. No. As long as I am there, I will do properly. Because nahi kaschit kshanamabi jadu tishtatya karma kada. Even 1 second, a body cannot stay without doing anything. Whether it is a sadhu, whether it is an informed person, you got the freedom by learning this supreme knowledge called Vedanta. Still, you have a prarabdha of the body and you live with that body. And also, after getting the knowledge, this body will be profitable for others. Because an informed person immediately get vanished. Imagine. Then who are going to teach the next generation? Suppose you got the supreme knowledge. I am Brahman. I am not this body. Immediately when you get realized, you just disappeared. Who are going to teach them, the next generation? So, the sadhus, after getting the information, that life is going to be benefit for the next generation. So you need this body and it will survey according to its prarabdha. So don't keep any pressure in order to fulfill any desires or in order to give up any desires. Let the prarabdha take away. Let the prarabdha make your path in your day-to-day life. Without having any pressure, one needs to survive with this body as long as it survives. It's very important. You need not to give up tomorrow this body because I don't want to take any responsibilities. In order to give up the body, body should be a truth. Body is not a truth to give up the body. Body never existed at any point of time. What is the point of giving up? Really speaking, suppose there is something in reality, you can give up that. But something is not real and it's an apparent reality, just like a shadow, a superimposed form cannot be given up because it never existed at any point of time. So no need to worry about the body or no need to worry about the responsibility. You are ajaha. You are not here to fulfill all kinds of material things in this world. It may come, it may go. You can enjoy as long as body is there. Dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharadarshava. Every desire is a manifestation of the Lord when it is not against dharma. You can enjoy a good food. You can enjoy a good dress. As long as body is there, you need all these things. Once you have given up this body, the samadhi happened. You don't have the pressure. So keep practicing without having any pressure in one's life. This is the purport of this slogan. Creating the dispassion within oneself after the realization of Brahman. Without that, mind will not give up any kind of desires. So I will give the explanation of this shloka. Word by word. Angam Ganitam. Angam means body. Body or the external parts of the body. Angam. I am Angi and Angam. External parts, organs of the body. Galitam. Aged. Become weakened. Gone out. Jara. It became weakened when the age passes. You know, I am not stronger as though I am in the 16th or 17th age. Now I am 70. So I am worn out. I am more weakened now. Galitam. And Mundam Palitam. When we get more age, our hairs will fall into grey color. It's a normal phenomenon, nothing wrong on that. The more you get matured in your life, more you have more information in your head, the head will become more heat and it will become grey, no problem, nothing wrong on that. Some people get a grey color right in the beginning itself. So here Shankara says that all the indication of an aged personality, that body has weakened, the hair became grey, then Dashana Vihinam. Dashanam, tooth. Vihinam, without having the teeth or without a toothless, you know, the person became more aged. The person will lose their teeth. That's what being talked of. Toothless. And the mouth became just a hole. Nothing is there. And nothing wrong on that. All these things, Shankara wants to convey that when you become aged, all these things will happen. Vriddhaha, an old man with all these things, yati, moves, goes away. How he is going? Grihitva dandam. A stick is been taken, or somebody is there to assist him with a support. Vriddhaha yati. An old person is moving with all kinds of defects and limitations which are normal for each and every living being in this world. Shankara wants to generate the dispassion in each and every human being. That is why he openly talks about the defects without considering the listener, without considering any human being will get hurt. Very directly he is talking. That's why it is called Moha Mudgaram in another word. A person get more age, all these things will happen. And he has been surviving with the support of the staff or with a stick while walking. Still, Tadapi, even then, na munchati, never gives up. Munch, to give, munchati, never gives up. Asha pindam. Asha, desires. Pindam, collection of desires. Group of desires which are occupying in his mind. A person after getting aged, even he cannot survive alone. With somebody's support only he can survive. Still the desires are there without given up by him. What is the intention of this shloka? A person, if he don't study in the right time, he will not get another chance to study under a traditional teacher what is right and wrong, what is the clear purpose of this life, what should be my aim and goal, how I should reach my goal, what are the means I should be taken in my life as a medication, what are the things to eradicate my defects I should be taken. All these things one needs to study under a guru in the proper time. When you get a time, when you get a right situation, make use of it. To study under a traditional teacher, it rarely happens. Durlabam, Manushyatvam, Mumukshutvam, Mahapurusha Samshayatvam. In Viveka Chudamani. It's indeed very rare to become a human clear of goal. What is the exact goal to be done by a human? Mumukshutvam and keen desire in order to be free from the death and birth circle. And also Mahapurusha Samshrayam, getting into a pursuit or getting into the realm of a traditional teacher. These three things will not happen for everybody in this life. Very few people will get this luckiest thing in their life. It's very, very, very rare to happen. I should think about my precious human life. Should I take into this material world and going, enjoying each and everything? That is my goal. Or should I change my vision? I should take into a lifestyle which is prescribed by the Vedanta, which is told by a traditional teacher. He will make me to clear my defects. He will give the remedies to clear my desires, which are called precious. He will help me to see the truth so that I will be very easily, I can be relaxed in my day-to-day life. Should I take to that pursuit or should I go with the material pursuit? One needs to choose. Where the discrimination is increased, he will take into the pursuit of spirituality. Even in spirituality, you need not give up your car or house or your luxurious dress. It's pure prarabdha. But you need to be conveyed yourself that you are not this body. The inner maturity, the growth should happen inside your body, the mind. And the mind is being freed from this external world. Knowledge is not for Atman. Atman is ever free, Nitya Muktam. Then for whom this knowledge is being talked of? Knowledge is given for the mind of a human being. Knowledge is not for Atman. Atman is ever free. Once the mind is informed, again the subtle body will not travel to another body. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Navani grinnati naroparani. Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyadi navani dehi. Kathopanishad also says, Bhagavad Gita also says, this mind with a lot of desires, with a lot of ambitions, with a lot of interest to the external world, when he give up this body, this taste, abhiruchi, this past impressions, this kind of actions which are already occupying in his mind, I want to do this, I want to do that. All these things will travel to a next proper and perfect body which can help him to enjoy this external world. Only a guru can make you to karma bandha. While doing the karma, you should get freed from karma. Karma bandhad pramuchyate. Only guru can do. Even the Lord cannot make you to be freed from the karma bandha. Lord can give up vara. You can do this karma, you can be freed from karma. But he cannot make you free from karma bandha. Only a traditional teacher can make you, while doing karma, you can be free from the karma, results of karma. Only the information given by the traditional teacher can only make you to be freed from the karma bandha. Because that status we need. It is not that we have to give up the karma, because we cannot give up the karma. As long as we live in this world, we are subject to do certain actions with our mind and body. Even if you sit without doing anything externally, your blood is circulating, your heart is beating, your eyes are watching, your mind is running. Lot of karmas are going on. What is the point of talking about I am not doing anything? You are doing everything without doing nothing externally. There is no point of saying that sentence, I am not doing, just I am sitting quietly. No. Your body is completely working. Your blood is circulating along this body, throughout, in and through this body. Our mind is working. Our ears are working. That's why it's grasp and pick up every sound. Our eyes are working. Our pachana kriya is going on, digestion is going on. And I say I am not doing it. Everything is going on in a proper way. As long as we live, we are supposed to do a lot of things in this world externally and mentally. While doing everything, I should be free. That advice, that instruction, karma bandhat pramuchyate, can only give by a traditional teacher. Even though you are doing anything with your external body, you will not get affected because you are sakshi of the external body. This information only makes me to free from my desires. It's very important. My teacher will give me the total power to do the action without having any kind of sticking with the action. I am not interested in the results of the action because I am Purnaha. Then only desires will go away. Because there is a chain. Ajnanad kamam kamad karmaha karmad karmapalam karmaparad janma. As long as I don't know that I am Purnaha, that is called Ajnanam. I don't know about Atman, so that is called Ajnanam. Then from the Ajnana, I have certain limitations with my body. I have to fulfill these desires in order to clear my limitations. Ajnanad kamam. Each and every action is presupposed by a desire. Without a desire, you cannot involve in an action. Each and every action is presupposed by a desire. And the desire is presupposed by ignorance. Ignorance about what? I am Purnaha. I never lack anything in my life. I am Sarvajnaha. I am Sarvavyapi. I don't lack anything in my life. from the standpoint of ultimate reality. You cannot take all these sentences from the standpoint of creation. No, you are not Purnaha from the standpoint of creation. Everybody is subject to mistakes and defects from the standpoint of empirical reality. You cannot be complete in the standpoint of empirical reality. You have defects, I have defects. From the standpoint of creation, we are all subject to limitation. Nobody, nothing is perfect. எல்லா தோசைக்கும் ஓட்டை உண்டு சொல்ற மாதிரி தான். புரியுதா? Each and everybody have defects from the standpoint of empirical reality. But from the standpoint of ultimate reality, we are all Purnaha. From that standpoint, I am making these statements. When you don't know that I am Purnaha, that is called ignorance. From the ignorance, the karma will start. In order to satisfy myself, I need these. Karma, the karma. I will do some karma, actions. Every action will bring some punya or some pava. And this, in order to enjoy this pava and punya, I need a body and I will take a body. So, ajnanam, kamam, karmam, karmapalam, janmam, will again ajnanam, karmam, kamam, this will go again and again. Only the instructor, traditional teacher, will help me while I am having the desires. You will not be touched by the desires, even though you are fulfilling your desires. That karma bandhat. From that karma and its result, while doing itself, you are free because you are only sakshi. You do with your body. You don't expect any kind of results. That instruction will make me karma bandhad pramuchyate. Karma bandham prahasyasi. Lord Krishna says in the 2nd chapter 42 shloka, karma bandham, very clean to be analyzed word. You should analyze clearly about this word, karma bandham, because this body has to do lot of karmas even after getting the knowledge. But if I have the knowledge of karma bandha prahasyam, to get given up this karma bandha, what is the meaning of karma bandham prahasyasi? If I come to know that, then I am able to do the karma without having any affliction of that karma. That is what we need. And this sloka points out, even though the person is aged and get lot of limitations and defects regarding the body, that person is not giving up the bandham, the burden of desires. How can I give up the desires? That is what the topic I made clearly. I don't stick with the slogan. I stick with the solution of this slogan. How can I give up the desires? Again and again, listening to the traditional teaching, one get matured. I am Purnaha. I am Purnaha. I am not a limited being. I will come out of all kinds of desires. This is the only solution. This verse is talking about how to generate a dispassion. So I will read the next slogan and I will explain the next slogan and the connection in the next class. So this is the next slogan. Agre vannihi prishte bhanu ratrau chubuka samarpita januhu karatala viksha tarutala vasaha tadavina munjatyasha pashaha. I will read once more. Agre vannihi prishte bhanu ratrau chubuka samarpita januhu karatala vikshaha tarutala vasaha तदभिनमुञ्जत्याशापाशः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमदे सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि नहि रक्षदिडुकृङ्करणे ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Thank you all of you. See you in the next class. See you Vinayaji in the next class.
Yes, Hari Om Dilipji. See you next.
Thank you.
Haram.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you.